Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Air, and in this video I'm going to break down everything about leveling up in this game. Your unit, your ship, your gear, whatsoever. Just so that you don't waste any resources. And I know a lot of people have been just, doing for the sake of it, but you need to understand. I'm a completely free to play player and I will for the rest of the game. So when you go to your HQ, that's where you level up everything that you have. So first I'm going to go into the CEO office and explain all these three things first, and then I'll go back to the lab, workshop, and hangar. Okay, right here. So you have different level materials. We'll call this R, N, and SR. I don't know. So these are the more premium ones, and they're harder to get around. So let's say I'm going to use... Okay, I'm level her up to level 46, and then you have to go to start negotiation. So these are really harder to farm. They're much more rare, but gold you can farm, which I'll maybe make a guide about it. You can farm it in your sleep. So when you negotiate, this is like the worst. You probably don't want to choose this, regardless if you're low on gold or not. Make sure you have enough to at least do this one, because it's only 4,000 gold difference, which is nothing in this game. So this one you need a little bit more, but everything you will get more out of it, and you use less EXP book. So I would say whenever you are planning to level up your character, use this instead. So everything increases more with a little bit more gold, and you save a little bit more. Okay, that's pretty much it for this one here. Pretty straightforward. Okay, now we're going to look at lifetime contract. What is lifetime contract? Lifetime contract is, first, this is something you can buy in the shop. I'll make a guide about the shop one day. There's so many shops and what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy. But anyways, a lifetime contract is something you should buy, but not early on. But I bought it just to test what it does. So you have a lifetime contract, which means you will... First, your character that you have. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. So basically, any character you click into, you'll look at this loyalty. Once they hit 100, it's 21 100 right now. Once they hit 100, they will have to sign a lifetime contract, which what I was showing you guys earlier, and all of her stats will increase by 2% permanently, and she'll also get EXP bonus by 20%. So this is what you get. An exclusive voice, whatever. But right now I don't have anyone who's at 100 loyalty yet. So this is what you need to do. This is where you make your characters even stronger by 2%. Okay, so scouts, these are the duplicate pieces that you get from your content, from your mission. Then once you have enough, you can summon one of them, and then you can use them as a hero or a duplicate. Okay, now let's go to the lab and let's talk about implant. This is where people make their bigger mistakes, in my opinion. Okay, so you can see this CP is your overall power for this unit, and then these are what their stats are, and we are now going to enhance their stats. So you can do auto select material, but I don't recommend. You can probably come in here first to make sure, to double check what you have. Okay, you see these pieces. These are all your units, and these are all maybe duplicates. And you can farm these from clearing any operation. You have to look at the stages. And then you can also summon these as your dupes. So you can see the EXP times 1.5. This is what you want to use to get more EXP. You can use the one without it, of course. But let's say, okay, right here, now you can see my stats has been increased and her CP has been increased. So you make sure you don't use the dupe, because you need your duplicate to increase her star. But right now I don't have that, so there's no error of that. But I know people just click everything and then they just do it. And some characters, for example, a character that I use, let's say I use Claudia here, and if you see Claudia, it's like, oh, 1.5, I'm going to use it. Then you lost your chance of increasing their star. So don't do that. Make sure you use the ones that you can farm, or the ones you 100% won't be using. Usually your N heroes and your R. Okay, now we look at skill training. Skill training is very important, and don't make mistakes because these are very rare. Okay, so skill training is increasing your level of your skill, your basic attack, passive, special skill, and ultimate skill. And they require different, for example, this is still level 1. So if I do level 1, I'm going to use them. So I'm going to do that. Level 1. Okay, once you level this up, level 2, right? And then your next requirement would be you need to have them at least 3-star, which I do. So now I can level up the next one to level 3, and then 4, 5, etc. So you need 5-star to level the max level. So this one here, so who should you focus on? In the early game, I'm telling you, you should focus on the characters that you use often, the characters that are your DPS, because you want to kill faster. Because your operation is usually clear it within 1 minute, clear it within 2 minutes. Your tanks in the early stage, they're good enough. They are strong enough without enhancing their skill. Okay, now let's talk about limit break, and this is where people probably use their dupe for implant. So heroes say here, if you don't have a dupe, you can use these material to increase your star. But if you have her dupe right here, you can reduce this by half. These material by half, the goal remains the same. So if you have 2 of them, then you can do it for, we can call it for free. We don't need to use any materials. And this is really important because you need to limit break all your characters that you use often to make sure they're max level, they're at the most optimal level. These are really hard to farm. So if you have the chance to choose your APT core, always tries to choose the red one. Okay, workshop. This is also where people waste a lot of resources. So first we're talking about crafting facility. So crafting is where you can use materials to make your gears, to craft your gears, and then you can equip this on your unit. So you can unlock more slots by using more quads, but in the early stage I don't really recommend. You don't really need to. So we go to gear enhancement here. For example, these are the gears I have, the ones that you can craft. So let's say I go this, so tier 4 is the highest, then we can go this SR here. Let's go for silver case. Okay, so this is similar to your skill enchant, the CP. So you have all these tier 1, they're trash. You can farm these from your mission. Okay, let's say I choose 10, and you go to the next level, and you can see before and after. Okay, so this is done. And now you basically, the gears that you know you're gonna use, you're gonna keep. Enhance though. The one that are like tier 1, they're usually trash, you probably not want to use them. Okay, now we're in gear tuning. So now this is what we have. Okay, so well, tier 4 is your highest. You can still see that there's a different tier. There are also different like SSR. You can see from the background the gold one, and then next we go to the purple, and then we go to the blue, and then the gray one. You can see tier 1 right here also has SR, tier 2 SR. Anyway, so now you choose your gear, whatever you want. Don't bother with these ones, honestly. So this one, now you see there's option 1 and 2. So the gray one, the attack is your main stats, and these are your substats. And substats, you have the option to increase them, to improve them. Or if you don't like it, you can also change. Let's say you're using a tank, or you're using a DPS, and this is for a DPS, and now you see something maybe like defense or something. Then you feel like, okay, I don't need that for a DPS, so I want to change it. But then it's RNG. Even your weapon, whenever you obtain even the same weapon, the substats is RNG. But yeah, you can change it RNG, or you can improve it. So right now I'm gonna improve it, and it tells you that if it gets to 100%, then it's increase more, letting you know how much more you can improve. Okay, Hangar here. This is where you build your ship. So for now, you don't have too many options, and in a video I talk about which ships are the best in the beginning and which one you should build. And these are the material that you need. And then the further you advance in the story, you will get more blueprints like these ones here. When you get these blueprints, then you will be able to construct these with these materials. Okay, so these materials, you can farm them, you can buy them at the shop, like they're all free. You don't need to use real money currency. And these are their special skills, what they do. Each ship does different thing and they have different movement. You can tell here, these are their different movement. For right now, I have to tell you that you have to use Normandy. This one requires you to clear a lot of these stages in like 3 stars and stuff. So this one is pretty important. So if you haven't upgraded this one, use it. Okay, now ship service. Ship service is basically same as your implant whatever, but it's for the ship. So you choose your ship. Now I have Normandy. Let's say I choose under control, and then you can just upgrade. They'll get stronger. They are very important because that is your base. If they are dead, then you lose your mission. Again, there's a lot of ship, and in the beginning we are pretty low on resources, so you don't want to randomly just upgrade all your ships, all the ships that you have. So I will make a video and talk about which ships are the best. Okay everyone, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys find this helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Bye bye.